All right, the platform status and how a motherfucker stuck claim to it. Well, as you've been listening and following and paying attention, you see the you heard the origins. You heard the origins of the main ones that you guys is dealing with today. And I explained to you how none of them could have thought of it. Because the reasonings that you are under right now is no way possible that you know you would have needed that. Okay, so as we coming up, and then I get to the point of multimedia, and I want to get into that. So the whole thing now is he running it. He finna do it. Because I always meet up at the right time, at the right place with what I need. I never fall short of that. So where you at right now and the other ones, they seen what I needed and how I implemented it without it. How I went about it without it. It's like, okay, we see what he needs. All right? But wait a minute. That's just that. We see what he needs. Okay. What he needs, he's going to need when it get all said and done, he's gonna need a viable way to communicate, a viable way to see. We need to harness it. We know it's gonna be dangerous to completely take the hood, our hawk. It's called falconry. This is what it is. This is what I am. This is how my life has been. It's called falconry. Okay, that's what it is. When they come out with the falcon on the goddamn arm, they don't take that hood off his head until it's time for him to see, because he is what it's a predator. And his vision is unmatched. And he never misses a target. So they don't take that hood off that falcon until it's time for him to go demonstrate, do what he do. So with that in mind, they like, okay, we know we can't just not, we can't right now. It be because the system's in place. He gonna destroy it, and it's gonna get redone. It's not ready yet. Shitty diapers. It's not ready. This is how dimensional this shit is. Okay, so they watching me get down with the different hoods on my head. So that's how they put together this, that, and such and such. And once they put it together on paper to see what it look like while they watching me do it in real time, that's where the money gets made. Okay, this, that, and such and such. This is gonna be for that. He needs this. We see he needs that. And the last of them that came out, the batch, I don't want to mention the name because I already said the names and they get upset, but I don't give a fuck. He needs he needs an endless well of sight. If we don't give it to him, he is going to continually pick the planet apart. It don't matter with him. It's amazing. This motherfucker sees shit that it just don't be seen with the naked eye. We purposely leave shit out to see if anybody else sees it. What do they do? Oh, anybody could do that. No, you couldn't. Oh, I would have. No, you wouldn't. That has been left there for eons. Nobody has been able to get it, pick it up, and feed on it and do what he does with it. Don't give me that shit, nigga. You lying. You're lying. We've been proving and testing it. He is the only one who come back. He only get dimensionally what he needs and wants at that particular time. Don't think it ain't there, because when he comes back and get it, the snatch is unremarkable. Okay, so they said he need an endless pit of feeding, because for the planet's sake. What he did, he picked this whole goddamn planet apart. They had to come in and bring in the stormtroopers to stop it. And that was a battle. He just gave up because he just seen, and out of the goodness and the kindness of who he really is, he just didn't go eat no more. But he tore this whole thing up. So that was the last one. That's what you have right now. So you got this platform where you able to do what you do, what we all post on. You got this one up for the visual effects so everybody can come in. And then that last one that they made, that's the endless pit. That's why I don't go to it. Because it's just a feeding fest. And honestly, y'all not worthy. You're not worthy. Because when I come to your platform like a bird and I just land on it, you start bitching like hoes. But we're not going to talk about that no more. That's why I won't go to my endless well and do it, because you're not worthy of it. You're not worthy of me giving you nothing like that. Because that shit goes on to do my marvelous thing. Okay, so that's how you, as a multitude of youngins, have the platform. Because, like I told you, I went through the briefing courses and figured out. So when I was able to put it in the plan of action, each platform that I jumped on, it was able to create something else that he needed. So from one platform, he created something that wasn't even invented. It wasn't even there yet, and he stood on it. It's not even there, and he's standing on it. And he's doing what he do. And we send all kind of shit at him, but that platform, so that goes into production. The fourth site of it, which is YouTube. That's the fourth site. They knew. Okay, that's the fourth site. The base that he never fucked with. When he looked at it, it didn't get it. So that's just gone. The foresight, this is what's he gonna land on this. Eventually. Just do it. Trust me, he gonna land on it. Barely. He still landed on a platform that was not even created yet. This is how spectacular shit get for the higher ups and the people that can make decisions. Not this shit. You don't even know what's going on. This is how important it is. He never landed on it. Didn't motherfucker land on a platform that does not even exist. And he stood on it. Just a twig. It wasn't even a branch, because you know how you see a bird land on a twig and he bouncing? Okay, you'll look at that and say, why you didn't land on that branch? It's more stable, it's bigger. But the bird land on that little twig and he just bouncing. I did all these platforms that you young generation are on. That's what that is. They started off as little twigs. They was not the platforms that you were supposed to land it on, the ones that they did. But they found out that's not it. It's not even developed yet. Now, in between, like I said, MySpace and YouTube, the two platforms he did not land on, what's in there that's taken off? Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Those are the branches that he landed on that did not exist. We watched him bore them out. They did not, that was not it. He was supposed to land on Facebook. He's supposed to land on MySpace, because the partner brought it to me, and I looked at that shit and it looked like garbage. Facebook, YouTube, I looked at that shit and that shit looked like garbage. Google, I looked at that shit and it looked whitewashed. I said a bunch of white motherfuckers made this shit. He didn't land on none of them. What he did, he got that partner sold him, brought him a Mac. He brought another Mac. Now he rolling with 2 Macs. With them 2 Macs, there is the platforms that you guys are making money off of right now. But YouTube was the foresight. He's because he's gonna be grabbing so much shit. He's gonna be need somewhere to place it. You're gonna need somewhere to put it. Get by it. The motherfuckers wrote the program. They wrote the code. Sold that bitch for billions. Okay? Sold it for billions. Trust me, you're gonna need this. All video. All video. You're gonna need it. All that shit, that's dead. That's dead in the water. And then that went. So, that's how I know for a fact that when I was doing it, that none of this shit existed. And I see what I was seeing then is here today. So that's how I can say those platforms are mine. They are my platforms. That's what they are, is platforms. Because that's what I learned. They wasn't even platforms then. I created them out of nothing. But they have to observe me to get it, because they don't understand why doesn't he land on that until they got the idea to say keep it real time. You don't know where he's going. You don't understand it. Just keep going. Don't worry about it. And the rest is history. The rest is history. That's how I go. It's that simple. It's that simple. It ain't rocket science. Not for me. All right? Holla.